Hello and welcome back. I'm the Big Shot Critic, and I've missed you guys. I've been gone for a while. I meant to record this sooner, but I got sick with the virus which shall not be named on YouTube, and I'm still recovering. So I might be talking a little quieter or a little more gently today. But today, it's 2021 in review. Okay, so first we're going to do a brief recap of what I watched in 2021, and then we're going to go over what I bought in 2021. Movies I bought in 2021. So I have all the data right here. I watched a total of 169 movies. Oh, by the way, so I'm part of a Facebook page of movie collectors, and some guy on there last year tracked every movie that he watched in 2020 and broke it down in different ways. And I was like, maybe I should do that. That might be fun. So here we are. Maybe it'll be fun. I watched 169 movies. 6 of those were on VHS. That's 4%. 29 were on DVD. That's about 17%. 63 were on Blu-ray. That's 37.3%. And you'll see why I have to be specific like that in a second. 62 were streamed. That's 36.6%. If I round to the nearest percent, both of those are 37%, and I couldn't have streaming be equal to physical media. And 9 were in theaters. But 63 on Blu-ray and 62 streamed. That scared me when I was tallying because I am such a big proponent of physical media. And if the highest category of movies I watched was streaming, that would have been hugely embarrassing. Now, I took notes of various other things, like 2 of them I was distracted, and I wasn't. The movie did not have my full attention for whatever reason. 61 of them were movies that I owned at the time. That's 36%. 57 of them I had never seen before. That is 34%, about a third. 7 of them I watched more than once. 4 of those were for reviews I was doing. Now, the 9 in theaters that I saw were F9, Black Widow, Shang-Chi, Dune, No Time to Die, Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets, which was replaying at Harkins, Free Guy, Spider-Man No Way Home, and Ghostbusters Afterlife. And my favorite one that I saw in theaters was F9. Big fan of that one. Big fan of that one. Yes, even more than Spider-Man No Way Home, which of course everyone loves. And I'm glad everyone loves it. I thought it was great. I really loved it myself, but I love F9. I love F9. Now, of all the new movies, 57 that I hadn't seen before, my least favorite was AI, Artificial Intelligence. I thought that movie was garbage. I thought it was terrible. I was curious. I like Jude Law. It was bad. Now, some of the new ones I saw that I really liked, that were not in theaters, A Street Cat Named Bob. That was actually one that I heard about from fellow YouTuber Let's Crash This Parade. I watched it. I thought it was a really, really sweet little movie. And I like cats. I'm a cat person. Madhouse, a movie from 1990 or something with Kirstie Alley and a bunch of other people. Really silly comedy. That was pretty funny. 1492 Conquest of Paradise. I kind of went on a Ridley Scott phase. I knew it was kind of a box office bomb. I knew it was about Christopher Columbus and all that. But anyway, it was great. I thought it was really cool. Really well done. Hoosiers. I had never seen that before. Obviously, I've heard of it. It's the Gene Hackman basketball movie. Really good. Really good movie. The Big Year. I had heard of this movie, and I had been curious about it because I like Jack Black, I like Steve Martin, and I like Owen Wilson. But it's a movie about birding, bird watching. But I finally saw it, and I thought it was really sweet. So it's a really fun little movie. To Catch a Thief. I also kind of went on a Alfred Hitchcock phase for a little while. Just Vertigo and To Catch a Thief. But To Catch a Thief I thought was really, really good. I liked To Catch a Thief a lot better than Vertigo. I thought Vertigo had some structural issues, but To Catch a Thief I thought ran a lot smoother. And Rashomon, the Kurosawa movie. You guys know I love Kurosawa. Now I've seen 4 of his movies. Rashomon was good. It was not my favorite of his. I liked Ikiru better, and obviously the 2 that I own, which is Seven Samurai and Hidden Fortress. But it was good. It was fascinating. It was really well presented, like his movies always are. I love the way his actors perform, but it's not my favorite story. Okay, that's the full breakdown of all the movies I watched. Now, the movies I bought. Now, most movie channel YouTuber people buy tons of movies. I bought 27, which is more than a normal person, but less than your average movie YouTuber. We'll break these down real quick. First is Back to the Future 1 through 3 on Blu-ray and digital. This is one of those that, I had to get it eventually. The only weakness with these movies is they suffer that problem where they made the first one and then the second 2 at the same time. So it kind of, it's top heavy. It makes it so it's not as balanced across all 3 movies. Next up is Clear and Present Danger. I bought this for myself for my birthday last year. Same with Back to the Future. I like Harrison Ford, who doesn't? Creed 2, I also bought this for myself for my birthday last year. I've talked about this movie in other videos, and I didn't own it, but I loved it, so I bought it. No Time to Die. So I know I made a video on this movie where I said I was okay with the ending, but as time has gone, at first I was angry. Then I was okay with it. Then I made that video. Now I'm not angry, and I'm not okay with it. I think it's a lame ending. I think they didn't earn it within that movie. Even so, it's got really good action. I think some of the best action that we've seen from Daniel Craig Bond since Quantum of Solace, 2008. We also waited way too long for this movie. It was originally supposed to release in November 2019. So by the time it came around, it had lost a lot of steam. But it did finally come around. It didn't stick the landing for me. It really didn't. But I couldn't stay away. I'm a sucker for Daniel Craig Bond. Whatever. Elf. I bought this one for myself for Christmas. Oh, by the way, I bought this one for myself for Christmas also. This is one of the 3 favorite Christmas movies of mine. It's 3 of 3. It's my 3rd favorite Christmas movie. Elf is probably the best example in modern times of an instant classic, a true instant classic. And I'm happy to say I remember seeing this in theaters back in 2003 with a bunch of my friends. We were in junior high. We couldn't even drive there ourselves. My friend's mom drove us. F9, my favorite new movie last year. As much as I'm a sucker for Daniel Craig Bond, I might be more of a sucker for Fast and Furious movies. But I love this movie. When I saw a test screening of it in September of 2020 or something like that, the opening scene was it blew me away. When you see Toretto on the helmet, I knew exactly what we were going to see, and I was so stoked. That was one of the best theatrical moments for me in a long, long time. And for that alone, it's easily my favorite movie of 2021. And this one I just bought. It wasn't for Christmas, wasn't for my birthday. I just bought it. Ford v Ferrari. There's a theme here. I like cars. I like history. I like James Mangold movies, so... From Up on Poppy Hill. This is my first Ghibli movie in my collection, or Ghibli, whatever. I got this one for Christmas from my parents. Thank you. I've seen and liked or loved many Studio Ghibli films, but they just haven't made it into my collection yet, for whatever reason. This one I actually discovered latest. I discovered this one out of the library in 2019, just before I started this YouTube channel, actually. And you can find a text review of it on my blog, which is linked in the About page. I really loved it. I really loved it when I first saw it. I'm looking forward to watching it again. Next up is a digital one, Get Smart from 2008. Funny movie, funny story. My family bought this movie back in 2008. I was watching it a few months ago. In there was a code, for a digital code. It expired in like 2011 or something, you know. But I tried it and it worked. Now I have a digital copy of Get Smart. Those old digital codes, even though they say they expire after 2 years or whatever, most times they do last quite a bit beyond their stated expiration date because someone forgets to hit the switch or whatever. That's the longest I've ever seen it work. It was like 10 years after its expiration. Harry Potter, all of them. I bought this with a bunch of Amazon credits I had. It was a good deal. I've always wanted these movies. I really like these movies. I'm not like a super Harry Potter fan, but I really love the movies. I think they're really well done, and they're really enjoyable for me. Next up is another digital one, Johnny English. This was from the Universal Pictures Home Entertainment Rewards program, which I have mentioned a couple times on this channel, which has changed now to My Universal Rewards, I think. Anyway, they're growing, they're evolving. Sometimes they offer decent movies. I had seen this movie before. I thought it was okay, decently funny, and now I have a digital copy of it. It was free. Next up is a DVD, The Jungle Book. This is the 1994 Jungle Book, which is by far and away the best version, if you ask me. I really, really like this movie from my childhood. There is no Blu-ray release. The DVD can be kind of hard to find because it's out of print. So this one I actually bought used. My fiance likes to check out record stores sometimes, and those kinds of places usually have used movies as well. And I always kept a lookout for this one. I mean, you can buy it on Amazon used, but it's as much as like $40. When you buy things used online, you never know how they're going to come. And I was actually buying some records for my fiance for her birthday and for Christmas. And I found this. They had it. And I wasn't sure if I wanted to flip it or keep it, but I decided to keep it. I don't think it's going to get a Blu-ray release. Maybe it will, but until then, I have the DVD. Maybe I need more friends. I stop buying myself movies. Jurassic Park. This is another one that obviously it's a classic. Obviously it needs to be in my collection eventually. I finally bought it. It was at Target for $7 or $8. I was there at Target with my fiance, and I told her how it's been on sale for a long, long time, and I've never picked it up. She's like, just buy it. Just buy it. Buy it, David. Buy it. I mean, buy it, Big Shot Critic. Buy it. She was peer pressuring me, so I bought it. Mission Impossible. This one I watched earlier this year with my brother and some other family members, and I was like, yeah, that's a good movie. I mean, I've seen it before lots of times, and I like it. It's a good movie. And then there it was at Best Buy, the 25th anniversary edition, which was 2021. Mrs. Doubtfire. This one I also saw at Best Buy for $5. So I was like, not what I was looking for, but I remember that movie being really funny every time I've seen it. Also, my fiance loves this movie, so I was like, yeah, $5, I'll do that. I bought it. The Patriot. This was also at Best Buy for $5. Now, some of my keen viewers might remember from my full collection video from last year that I mentioned that I don't really watch R-rated movies. And you might be wondering, David, that's The Patriot. That's rated R. Well, first of all, this is unrated. Now, there's a story behind that. I know unrated means it has additional content on top of the rated R version. Okay, so there's a story behind this. Why I'm letting this one into my collection. It's because when I was about 15, my brother bought The Patriot for the family for Christmas. And we all said, isn't that rated R? And he goes, no, look, unrated. And we were all like, But because it's rated that for the historical realism regarding the wartime violence of the American Revolution, and we love our country, we watched it anyway. So because of that, this one made it through, even though I don't watch R-rated movies. And technically I can still say that since it's unrated. Next up is The Santa Claus. I told you Elf is my third favorite Christmas movie. This is my second favorite Christmas movie. I bought this at Best Buy for myself for Christmas. After a while, I started putting from other people to David because I was embarrassed to keep putting from David to David or from Santa to David. So I started putting, this one I think might have been from my nephew or something. And last but not least is Toy Story. Obviously another instant classic. This one is through Disney Movie Insiders. It was free. I had earned enough points and I liked this movie a lot. And it was free. They just sent it to me for free. In fact, I've already redeemed another movie from Disney Movie Insiders. But for that, you'll have to wait for next year's update because it came this year. And that, my beautiful viewers, is 2021 in review. So again, thank you so much for watching. It means a lot to me. Be sure to like and subscribe for more content like this. Let me know in the comments below what you think of my new additions, which one's your favorite, which ones are stupid, and all that. What was your favorite new movie of 2021 in theaters or that you discovered streaming? And have a great day. Bye-bye.